Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's the AFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
Twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they go. It's Cole, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Down. He'll drop to throw it.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
Second and 3. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Cole. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. He'll look to throw.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cole. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. They'll set up a throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. After the interception, here's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. In trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Up the middle they go. Potts. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Friedman. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in it as you professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He will find Davis on the left side, complete.
He's got the first down and more.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
On 1st down, Cole. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Up the middle they go. It's Cole. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So now here come the Dolphins. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Nice footwork at the 25.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short. He'll look to throw here. Out to Cole on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This will be a 37-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now a handoff up the middle. Friedman. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
2nd and 1.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and the lead will hold at 10. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we're at halftime in this AFC wild card matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, BT, thanks very much. The playoffs are under.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game. That is going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On 3rd down, Potts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on first down. Oh, nice move. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They go play action with Jackson.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. the middle they go. Potts. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well done to snip that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
On play action, they'll throw. This throw over the middle, taken in by Cole. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 33 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a handoff up the middle. Potts.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Very nicely done there on the reception. And what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Up the middle they go. Friedman. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Tucker's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. 2nd and 6. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run on first down. Cole, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
They go play action now. Jackson. There's the former Dolphin, Jarvis Landry. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Friedman on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. On 2nd down, Potts, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Potts. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action. Now Jackson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
You remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there. And we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking out a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team.
Yeah. Okay. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 1st down, it's Cole. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Cole, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Jackson will throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Cole, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Up the middle they go. It's Cole. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.